Welcome in to USL PRO Weekly, as we take a look back at the quarterfinals of the USL PRO Playoffs. My name's Nicholas Murray, very pleased to be joined by Chris Economides. And Chris, really impressive victory by Orlando City against the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. 5-0, Long Tan comes out, 2 goals and 1 assist. I think that's the performance everyone's been looking for since Dom Dwyer went back to Kansas City and Jamie Watson went down injured a few weeks ago. Really, really impressive from the Lions.
How do you say wow? Wow. Spelled both ways, backwards and forwards. Wow. What an impressive performance by the Orlando City Lions. That's the team that everybody's been sort of waiting to see for the past month and a half. I think that they were fully aware of what transpired last year and the opening round against Wilmington after that little bit of a layoff. No layoff this year. No complacency this year. They are the buzzsaw right now after that impressive first-round win.
Very impressive win for them. Very impressive performance in a couple of the other quarterfinals by the Dayton Dutch Lions and Los Angeles Blues, who gave the Richmond Kickers and Charleston Battery all they could handle in those quarterfinals. But Charleston, Richmond, both doing just enough to get through. You were up in Richmond. What did you make of that game?
Great game. You got to give, obviously both organizations a lot of credit. Great crowd for the Richmond Kickers. They've done a tremendous job there this year with their crowds, and they've got a whole new area for picnics there and beer tents. So, I think the aesthetics of the game were fantastic. Great match on the field. The Dayton Dutch Lions, you got to give them a lot of credit for a third-year franchise. Head coach Patrick Ball did a tremendous job. They fought tooth and nail. I think the first half was pretty much controlled by Richmond. Dayton came out second half, Nicholas, and was the better team. They controlled play for the first 20-25 minutes. Richmond caught a break on the goal, literally, a breakaway by Joseph Ngenwe, and he finished his chance. Ironically, later in the game, Dayton had almost an identical chance with a breakaway in the 88th minute. Andrew Dexter with a big save there, but tremendous game.
Now, Charleston, they also advanced. They managed to hold off the Los Angeles Blues, and they'll go and visit Orlando on Friday in the semifinals. The one upset we had, though, the Charlotte Eagles going into the Harrisburg City Islanders, taking a very nice 3-1 win, and the guys that were doing it for them in the regular season, Jorge Herrera and Christian Ramirez up front, and then a very good defensive performance indeed as well, got it done again against the City Islanders. Are they going to test Richmond the same way that Dayton did this Saturday at City Stadium?
I think so, absolutely. First off, congratulations to Los Angeles. Great season, a nice run. Matt Fondy had a great last half of the season. We were right there. Kudos to the champs for holding serve in their own stadium. Should be a fascinating matchup between them and Orlando. Charlotte going into Harrisburg, I wouldn't really call it an upset. We had talked about the 4 versus 5 seed. Charlotte's been playing very well the last part of the season here. Harrisburg struggled a little bit. I think that their season-ending loss against Dayton had more of an impact than people will, probably let on. But again, Charlotte playing very, very well. And, as we nail down to the Final Four here now, take a quarter and flip it, and God knows what's going to happen.
Well, we'll have looks ahead to both of those semi-final games later in the week. We'll also be joined by Orlando City's Dennis Chin on the USL PRO Weekly podcast. Look for that on Thursday morning. But until then, my name's Nicholas. Thanks for Chris. Hope you enjoyed all of the action this past weekend in the USL PRO Playoffs.